What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Shadowlands video. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope you got your coffee. Hope you're having a good day. Listen, we're chilling out. I'm going to talk today about a plus 20 streets that I did. And this build's going to be less focused on, like, this video will be less focused on the build itself that I was bringing into the dungeon. Because it's actually nothing new now. I'm trying out the Kyrian stuff again. We did about 13.6k overall, which was okay, actually. We got smoked by Zara. She's an awesome hunter. She did a really good job. But we were, again, testing out more Kyrian builds. But I just wanted to give it another go. But the build is less important in this video. What I really want to show in this video, I want to talk about the strategy that we used for streets. And how we have one of the smoothest streets runs that I've ever had in my life. So we'll get into that in a second. Let's talk about the build first. Let me get a drink here. So first and foremost, we ran the exact same build as the last video, which was Kyrian plus Skybreakers. So again, it's all about Flame Shock, passive damage, critting all the time, which is just a lot of damage. We're not reducing the cooldown of Chain Harvest or anything. We have Kyrian, so we've got Vesper Totem, of course. And then our setup was all fire-based. Slashing Flames, Hot Hand, Fire Nova, which I think is the best way to set up your character right now in general. It's just really, really strong. So we could have run something like Primal Lava Actuators. That we could have run that as well. But I wanted just something to be passive. I wanted as much passive damage from Flame Shock as I could so that I can focus on pressing things like Earth Shield to proc the second part of Vesper Totem, right? You do this, you just do Earth Shield 3 times in a row, and boom, you can proc your Vesper Totem. Now, of course, as we've been having discussions in the comments down below, most often you want to summon your Vesper Totem and then you want to do your DPS rotation to proc that side of the Vesper Totem so that you get all your DPS out of the way. And then when you have a moment of downtime, then you can go into weaving in some Earth Shields in order to proc the healing side. What somebody also let me know in the comments down below in the last video was that you can actually press Fire Nova, and Fire Nova will actually proc. It's either both sides of the Vesper Totem, or it for sure procs the healing side of the Vesper Totem, which I have no idea why. It's completely, like, probably not supposed to work that way, but it does. So you can press a DPS ability, and then another DPS ability like Sundering, and then you can press your Fire Nova, and that will proc the DPS side and the healing side, or it at least procs the healing side. Anyway, the point is, you can spend less time pressing Earth Shield, one less GCD on Earth Shield. And for those of you guys who don't know, you can also press Healing Stream Totem. That will also proc your Vesper Totem as well on the healing side. So I just don't have any room on my bars to throw Healing Stream down right now. So that's why I don't have it on there. But that's the build, okay? We also obviously run Mechanicos, and we're running Focus Lightning and the Vesper Totem Conduit Elysian Dirge. So that's the build there. Kyrian, Skybreakers, those are the talents. That's that over there. Let's get into the video. Let me talk about this for a minute. Let me get my notes up. We're going to flip over here and get this going. And okay, we're ready. So let me go to the 28. Sorry, guys. Get all prepped here. So this is the streets. 2840. This is the opening pack on the streets. What I want to do in this video is talk a lot about the different strategies that you need to employ to make your streets go really smoothly. Because this is actually a very smooth run from our team here. So I'm going to try and highlight some of that stuff for you as we walk through. So I'm going to be skipping around a lot. On this opening pack, you really just need to blast them down as quickly as you can and heal as much as you can. Because they're going to do abilities that can't be interrupted. For example, this Radiant Pulse that's coming out right now, it's just going to truck our whole team. So it just does damage, and you just have to heal through it. Now, I have Vesper Totem down, so I kind of use that to heal through, which is pretty great. You can see our damage here is fine, but Zara is just absolutely pumping, which is awesome.
There's no grenade.
Well, that's all you have to do for the first pack. You just have to heal through the damage. That's the only way to really mitigate it. Then you're going to pull these next two packs
we both kept kicking him
together. You're going to pull both these packs together and blow them up with all your AoE damage. You can see we're doing 40k right now, which is pretty sweet.
yeah, cool.
This build works really well in AoE, but you blow up this double pack, and then you're going to LOS to the side here. Lynx forgot to switch one of his talents. He's coming back in. So Zara's talking about the mini boss that's coming up, and I'll get to that in a minute. That's another strategy thing. She had a really great point there. So I'll show you that in a second. But Joe just LOS's right here. And then he pulls the guys that are just around the corner. We start beating them up. And then the patrol comes by, and he's going to pull them in as well. So we get this first pack to like half health, and then we pull in this. Things like the Beam Slicer you can't stop. But there's a couple abilities in here that you want to get. Spark Burn and Hyperlight Bolt don't really matter. They're just going to do damage to the tank. Like, they matter, but not that much. What's really going to matter is the beam ability that they cast that will stun somebody. I think it's not Radiant Blast. What is it? Anyway, they're not doing it right now, of course. Oh, it's there. Beam Slicer? Is that what he was doing? Let me look really quickly. It's whatever this guy was doing. I just want to make sure I show you guys. Not Spark Burn. Something Burn. I can't see it because of the icons. Anyway, Stasis Beam. You just saw it there. He just got interrupted. So Stasis Beam will stun somebody in place and do a lot of damage. So you have to make sure you kick that. I think Joe kicked it like immediately. Anyway, you burn through this pack. Burn through the other pack. Then you're going to get to the mini boss, which is right here. This is what Zara was talking about in terms of what you need to LOS. So Joe's going to pull him over here. There's a he does, again, a Radiant Pulse that just does damage. You just have to heal through it. Then he does a very quick cast that you need to interrupt.
The small kick again.
So it's going to come right here. Empowered Glyph. This is a very fast cast that you need to kick, and it's easy to kick as a shaman. So I kick it right here. Joe pulls him into the corner, which is great. And then in a second, he's going to do an ability called Radiant Pulse again, and you can actually LOS the Radiant Pulse. So I run over here, and Zara and I don't get hit by it,
nice.
which
That's
is
cool.
awesome. So that's what you want to do with that ability if you can help it. Then there's going to be Zofex. There's not a lot to talk about on Zofex actually at all. He's just a tank and spank boss, so I'm just going to skip over him. And we're going to skip past the next trash packs as well. I'm going to go to 3830. So we always go left. There's a choice you can make here, right? Once you kill these guys, there's a choice. You can go down the stairs over here, or you can go left over the hill here. I think you should always go left, no matter
you did it again.
No matter what week it is. I saw it happen. I saw the hunter. And then you're gonna pull these guys. These guys are very small. Sorry, they're only like single enemies, which like for a lot of compositions might not be the best, but for like an enhancement shaman and a marksman hunter, they're actually pretty good. We actually do decent single target damage. So, but maybe your group is like all AoE damage, and so pulling these 1 and 2 mobs together isn't very good. But this guy, you just want to kill him. Of course, he does the beam thing. And then for these core hounds, you need to make sure that you kick their ability called Ancient Dread. So you need to make sure you set up a kick order. So Joe has marked one of them with Skull. The other one is unmarked. My job is to get the unmarked one. So Ancient Dread comes out. You have to kick that, or else it slows everybody's cast speed and attack speed by like 30 or 40%. Then you also have to kill both of these core hounds at the exact same time. They need to die at the same time. So keep their health pools like relatively even. Kaz is just pumping on the Warlock because he's got Havoc going. Then another little trick here is all the ranged people will stand on this pillar right here. And you're going to watch that this dinosaur dude does a little charge attack. And he won't be able to hit these guys. It's called Frenzied Charge. I don't know. Lynx jumps off for some reason. He tries to charge, but he can't actually reach them because they're standing up on this pillar. So that's a way that you can like bait.
You just launch.
You can bait the charge without taking any damage, which is pretty awesome. Okay, we're gonna skip past these cats. You just want to kill them. Then you're gonna pull these 2 Peacekeepers into the next room. So the next boss room is over here. Pull them around here. These guys are really annoying mobs, and then we're going to pull them onto the boss, actually. Do you want to just pull these 2 with the boss as he's coming down? Because then we won't mess up the RP. This is something we hadn't tried yet, and I think it saves us a lot of time. What we had done previously is we had run into here, and somebody had started the RP on this boss here, and then we, like, waited for too long, and the boss would reset, and then we waste, like, maybe almost a full minute, actually, just doing that. So instead, we're going to pull the trash in here. This boss room is going to trigger. We've already got the RP going. And then we're going to fight this boss here. There we go. We're going to start it. And we don't have lust, but that's okay. We'll lust once the other bosses come out.
Just kill those Peacekeepers for sure.
This is like one of the cleanest pulls that we have done in this dungeon for sure. So we still have the trash mobs, but it's better damage, right? You can do AoE damage, which is great. It's actually way better for all the classes. We end up getting The Peacekeepers are dying. I think I get hit here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. He pulls us in, so it's a little messy right now, but that's okay. We're going to kill this guy, and then we're going to get lust. So we have rolling right now, which is good. I got my wolves up. I don't know why I'm not casting them. Drives me crazy. Oh, there they go. Thank God. So we're killing this first boss. Now, the first boss dies. We have hero in 10 seconds. The second boss, here's the next strategy for this boss. You need to pull this guy over to the corner, over here. Watch what Joe's going to do here. He pulls it into the corner so that when the orbs come out, they are all going to be corralled into this one spot. Okay, it's really, really good. The second thing you need to do as a shaman is you need to kick Flagellation protocol. So he's going to do this on the tank. He puts a shield on himself, and then he starts pummeling the tank. You need to purge the shield and then kick the Flagellation protocol. So I purge it here, then I kick it, and then we're good. That's your job every time. If you're a shaman on this fight, don't let anybody else do that. That's your freaking job every time. Purge the shield, kick the cast, and then you'll save your tank a bunch of health. Then you can see the venting is happening and all the orbs are coming out, but Joe is just collecting all of them because he's standing right in the corner. Now I've got it, and I'm going to stand right here and collect them all, which is awesome. And we start getting a buff. There's Flagellation protocol again. We're going to kick that. And then this is good.
Damage,
We got really good damage, perfect timing. Here comes the third boss. All the orbs are now going to keep spawning from that corner, so Joe can just collect them.
Can you not be affected by that?
And, of course, you just have to deal with the whirling death thing. Nothing crazy here, but this is the strategy that you want to employ on this fight. Make sure that that guy is in the corner so that you can collect all those orbs. Again. So, very, very, very clutch stuff going on there. Then you're going to work your way around the trash mobs here. Around the top, you're going to do this mini-boss, kill him. Then we get towards the mail room, and I always go to this portal. Let me back up a little bit so you can see where I'm going from. I run through here, and I always pick up this portal right here, just in case you die. If you do die, you can take this portal all the way back to here. You can make sure you skip all the way back. You talk to this dude here. Yes, please open the portal. Good to go. Then we're pulling this one dude with the phalanx field, and we're going to run into the mail room and kill the first trash pack. Okay? So we kill them. Then, once we're done, there's a woe relic here. And what we're going to do is we're going to kill this pack. We're going to get the woe relic. And then our hunter, Zara, she's going to take the invisibility from the woe buff and go do the marketplace. That's just around the corner. So watch this. We kill woe. Make sure you kill the woe relic like late. So she has the buff now. We all have it now.
Oh, frig.
Oh, no.
We're a little behind on damage, though, and we pull another pack. So Zara has a really good idea here.
Should I just feign death and insert the thing, or?
Probably.
Okay.
So she's going to run out. She's going to feign death to drop combat to get the woe invisibility buff and then go do the market. Very smart by Zara. That's exactly what she should have done. Really awesome stuff right there. We're dealing with the rest of the trash pack. This actually, the timing of this works out really, really well. We end up killing this trash mob. I'm just being honest, you know?
Oh, no, I almost had it.
So she's running out of her buff, and she's saying that she was so close to getting it.
I almost had it.
Go, 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 go.
But it sounds like she's getting out of stealth now.
Gotta kill, yeah.
So we need to go help her because she's dying. So she turtles, which is really huge. You can see her. She's got everybody on her. But it's actually really good timing. She only has one of these little puzzles to do left. And you can see she's taking it right there. Now we deal with these ads.
Only for like a second.
And she's done. So even though she didn't get the entire thing done in stealth, which is what you would prefer to do, it was
stairs.
honestly it was close enough.
It was good.
Yeah, that was actually fine.
It was a lot cleaner than before, for sure.
So she did a great job there.
What do you mean by a second? It's those guys with the laser beams, so they like just.
And we're gonna kill this trash mobs, and then we're gonna move to this boss here. So you don't do the mailroom boss yet. You're gonna run in here because we don't have lust, right? We'll have lust coming back up. Let me skip ahead here to the actual boss fight itself. guess we killed him, right? So Zogron, I'm actually just going to skip this entire thing. There's literally nothing to talk about on this fight. You have to kick Menacing Shout. We did get the
tried to
Woe
tap target in time
Drifter.
to
I actually think the Woe Drifter here
not
is
get
an
low,
interesting
but
choice. It's maybe
not
not what you want, but it helps you with this speed thing here. See, we get speed so I can dodge away from his suppression. And then once we kill him, watch the Woe speed at the very end here. We just go flying at the end of this fight, and we run all the way to the mailroom. I actually think the Woe buff was kind of clutch here. So watch this. Run, we take the gate, we're flying. We're so fast.
Be intentional.
There's more intentional stuff here. We honestly did not intend to do that, but that
So
honestly,
fast to the next boss.
that kind of worked out in my opinion. We have Lust back up now, and we're already at the mailroom boss. We probably saved like 30 seconds there, so that was really cool. So then we pulled a Postmaster, and we Lust. Again, nothing really special to say about this fight. You guys have seen this fight a million times. You just have to collect the boxes and throw them into the right places. So we're going to skip here. Going to go to 101.20. So once we're done that boss, of course, we're on to Suzami, the last boss. We have 6 minutes, guys, to kill this boss on a non-tyrannical week. So pretty insane. So we pull him, and it's pretty normal. I end up blundering this fight, actually, like, huge.
Good job.
I make a lot of mistakes in this fight. My brain just, like, fell out of my head. So we
You're a
literally...
slam.
We have 1 death for this entire
You
dungeon.
got me confused.
And we have 6 minutes to kill Suzami. So that's a really clean dungeon run, in my opinion. Now, it all goes south right here because my brain,
Guy here.
I just, like, lose my mind, and I don't know what's going on with me. But by the end of the dungeon, I've died a couple times. One thing I do want to say about double technique, make sure that you hold on to your kicks for double technique, right? So triangle. So kick double technique once. Then the second kick you need to wait on. Wait till it gets to the very end. Watch Joe. Look at the double technique in the bottom here. You can see it going. You got to hold it, and then Joe casts it because it keeps him stationary, and then you can just kill him, right? So
Keep running through.
that's it. And I died like 2 more times. So we ended up getting 4 deaths. I think they were all mine because I was just an idiot at the end there. But
I didn't
that was
know
the
you
cleanest
stuff like
streets that I have ever done in my entire life.
Oh, yeah.
So I really just wanted to show you guys that, to show you how good it can be. And again, let's look at our damage here overall. So was this for the streets here? Tazaveshville Market. So here's the damage overall. We actually did top DPS there. Almost 13k. Vesper Totem did lots. Flame Shock obviously doing a lot because we have Skybreakers. And really, the damage was fine. You can see the damage is not amazing. We had 13k, 13k, 10.5k. And then 6, almost 7 from the tank. Like, we're not absolutely clapping numbers here. We're not doing 20k overall. You don't, and this is a plus 20. So, like, the strategy that you employ for doing these dungeons is far, far more important than your DPS output. Obviously, you need a certain amount of DPS output. Don't get me wrong, you do. But your strategy for how you're going to do the dungeon is going to win you the day. That's what's going to get you through. So, let me just walk through the dungeon in my head really quickly again for you guys. The very first pack, very dangerous. Use your healing cooldowns. Then you pull the next 2 packs together, blow them up. Then you LOS, pull the next pack around the corner, then pull the patrol pack in with them, so you're fighting 6 guys at the same time. Clean up the rest of the trash. The mini boss, you want to tank the mini boss before the first boss, right around the corner, so you can LOS his Radiant Pulse, so he doesn't do a lot of damage. Then on the first boss himself, it's just a tank and spank. Then you're going to leave that area and go left. You're going to fight the little mini boss guy with all the lasers. Then the 2 core hounds. You're going to kick Ancient Dread. You need to set up a kick order for Ancient Dread so that you make sure that you get that right, or else you're going to screw it up. Then you're going to get past those guys. Make sure you jump on top of the pillar for the dinosaur guy so that he's going to try and charge at somebody, but then it's going to fail because he has no way to get to you. That's an easy way to make sure you don't take any damage. Kill the cats that are down the hall. Then you're going to pull 2 of those little shield protector guys into the first boss room, which is like the Menagerie room. It has the 3 bosses all together. You're going to pull those 2 protector guys and beat them up so that they're at about half health, maybe a quarter health, before you start the boss fight. Pull them onto the boss fight. Do that boss fight. That's the Venza boss fight. You want to make sure that you don't waste any time. You want to get somebody, send your healer ahead like a druid. While you're pulling those protector guys, send the druid ahead to start the RP so that you don't waste any time at all. Kill that Menagerie boss, work your way around the trash, around the outer rim of the room. Then you're going to go into the mail room, kill the first pack on the right. Then the left-hand side of the pack, you're going to have a Woe Drifter. Kill that Woe Drifter. Then you send somebody like a hunter, we had Zara in this case, go do the RP in the marketplace with the entire woe buff because you'll be invisible, and it's like a way to cheat that. Then you go and do the marketplace boss. You go do the one in the lounge. That's Zogrond, I think. Then you kill him really quick, and then you run all the way back to the mailroom. You start the mailroom fight. You lust on the mailroom fight. Then you run to the final boss and kill Suzami. That's the route. Those are all the little strategies that we employed, okay? That's like a TLDR, very, very quick rundown of how we did that dungeon. And we had 6 minutes left for the last boss on a non-tyrannical week. It was pretty easy, not going to lie. And again, you can see our damage numbers here are fine, but we weren't like absolutely clapping. So that's it, guys. That's my video for today. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching. If you want to drop a like down below, I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would also really appreciate you subscribing and hitting that notification bell. On top of that, I do have a Patreon that I'm going to link down below. If you want to support the future of what I'm doing here, get on that Patreon. There's a couple of different tiers. Check it out and see if you might want to become a part of the family. Until the next one, guys, we'll see you later.